Here we are in Bettendorf in the shadow of the Bettplex. It's Willy's Wine and Spirits. Willy's Wine and Spirits. This is Troy. Now, Troy, this is your place. It's a brand new wine and spirits and incredible craft beer, which you're about to see. This is a new business.
Yeah, we're just about a month open.
New liquor store. But you are certainly no stranger to the Quad City craft beer scene.
No, sir. This is my second time being here on Brewed.
How about that? Yeah. You're someone who's been involved in the craft beer scene for some time because, in addition to Willy's, you're also involved in a couple of really great bars that have some excellent craft beer selections.
Yeah, actually, our first show was done at Harrington's Pub.
Right.
We featured Adventurous Brewing there before he had his own home.
Yeah, Chris was like brewing out of his shed in his backyard back then.
Yeah, he had a garage. So it's nice to see what Chris has become. And such a great brewery there. And then obviously, we have Pints and Oscars too.
What is it about this side of the craft beer business that got you excited?
Well, as you know, years ago I worked in a company that sold wine, and I got this itch, and the itch was to someday do something like this.
So you are now on the other side of things, where they're coming to you. Mm-hmm. How's that going?
I understand their job. And I understand how difficult it is because you are trying to compete with so many other brands, get your name out there, make sure that your stores are taken care of, have your things on display when it comes to beer, wine, whatever, liquor, all that. And I feel the people we have that come in here from all our selective companies, I think we got the cream of the crop. Right. I really do. Being that I came from the industry, I even asked for certain people. So I'm like, hey, I want the people I know that are good at what they do. And I think we got the best.
Okay, so we'll start here. I'm seeing Line and Kugel, right?
Yeah, so like when
what's going on in this section?
So
here?
The family, right? Family of Line and Kugels, kind of striped in.
Right.
And then you're working away. These are things kind of more regionally out of Iowa.
Okay.
But you do have like Lost Coast from California, great brewery.
Sure.
Kona.
As somebody who buys a lot of beer here at Willy's, I have noticed that the prices are cheaper. And I'm wondering, is that because you're not losing money on milk and rotisserie chickens and bread? Or what's going on there?
We're pricing it right.
Yeah.
I can't speak to my competition to know exactly what and how and why. I am pricing this right so that it is the best price I can possibly give my customers.
Now, when you were telling me about the idea of this years ago, when you were saying, I'm thinking about doing a liquor store, that was really important to you that the beer wasn't overpriced.
Right.
Or whatever, overpriced.
Yeah, we had to be able to buy with the big boys.
Right.
And we all know who the big boys are, I don't need to mention.
Sure.
But we have to be able to make the same buy as they make, so that way when the customers come into Willy's for the first time, and they're like, wow, they're not crazy overpriced.
Right.
So that's the key.
What are we looking at here? Some
stouts. Kentucky Brewing Company Bourbon Barrel Ale. Their vanilla barrel cream. Some stuff from Boulevard out of Kansas City.
Yeah.
One of my favorites out of the state, but I love Alaskan Brewing Company.
Yeah, you were the one who first turned me on to that years ago.
Yeah, Alaskan White.
This white's one of your all-time
favorites
favorites still to this day, and the amber. I'm not mad at that either.
I love the amber.
I'm gonna go ahead and put an amber in the cart.
Isn't this on WQAD?
Yeah, no, Channel 8's paying for this.
Yeah, I love it.
They are now. I just saw a gentleman just purchase this before we were filming this, Tripel from New Belgium. I wasn't aware of this. Golden Sweet, pleasantly dry Belgian-style ale, 8.5% ABV.
That's a nice beer right there.
Yeah, and it's no longer available. Sorry, no, they have
There's
plenty
back there.
There's plenty back there. This Lagunitas little something, another one. I've loved this beer for years.
Yeah, that's one of the best sellers they have.
You're telling me it should go in the cart.
It might have to. I'll tell you, there's another good one up here, Dave.
Yeah.
Firestone out of California, too.
Okay, so Firestone.
They're Mind Haze.
Okay.
The Hazy Tropical.
Yeah. I'm reminded of something Roy Scheider once said to Mr. Hooper and Mr.
On the
Quint.
boat?
I'm going to need a bigger boat. This is a lot of...
Now, we can't leave yet because right here.
Yeah, Odell.
Odell.
Yeah.
Love their beer. Their Lagerado's crispy.
Right.
My favorite is their 90 shilling. Here we got Bent River from the other side.
Right.
Tip the Cow out of Waterloo, Cedar Falls.
Right on your birthplace. Yeah.
Single speed.
You've got Zombie Dust for $12.
Yes.
Again, I worry about you that maybe you're making bad business decisions.
More of a regional.
But I'm willing to take advantage.
More regional, but Zombie Dust and Three Floyds, great brewing. And then obviously Back Pocket out of Iowa City as well.
Right.
Great beer. Exile out of Des Moines.
Sure.
Another great brewery. You got Five Cities
You've got your your front street.
All my pinups, yeah, Front Street with their pinups. We
Right.
actually know some of these ladies. It's
Really?
funny. Yeah.
And then you've got the Toppling Goliath section. here.
TG,
Yeah.
and then of course Big Grove.
Big
One of
Grove.
the, I mean, Big Grove is such a powerhouse, and I mean, I'm proud to say that beer is made in Iowa. I can promise you that. They're really good people, and they've always done a really good job of taking care of us.
Well, listen, I know this has been a journey. I know that like getting this place up and running was a lot of work.
It
You had
was
to
a
jump
lot of
through
work.
quite a few hoops.
It is, a monumental journey. And when you start getting into things like this, the licensing and just all the little paperwork and the things you have to answer and do, it's so much more complicated than just opening a bar or a restaurant.
Right on.
In that aspect. Just so much hard work went into making this look the way it looks. Whether it's the shelf tags, getting everything, in the right spots, putting things into the computer system, that just doesn't happen automatically. And a lot of us were learning from go on this because we had never done it quite like this.
The prices are the star of the show. Well, Troy, you're the star of the show.
Wow. No, you are, Dave.
It's the prices. Keep up the good work, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Proud of you. It's Willy's Wine and Spirits here in Bettendorf. I'm gonna go check out. Hello.
Did you find everything okay?
Boy, I did.
That's good.
The young man in the aisle that helped me pick these out was very helpful. I'd like to leave a glowing review. Troy, I believe, is his name. And this, please.
All right.
And please put that on the WQAD Channel 8 bill. Thank you.